Thank you for inviting us to be a part of this. It's good to learn what others are doing and how we're all helping organizations improve and become better. So let me share my screen really quick and share my PowerPoint with you all. And we can talk a little bit about Gemba Academy. So we are an online Lean Six Sigma training organization. We have many companies that we work with throughout the world to help them excel and continuously improve. So we started in 2009, so we have been around for several years. It started in one of our founders' kitchens. He started creating videos right there in his kitchen. He had found a need in his own personal, professional life, the need for these training videos and really helping organizations. So he partnered together with a couple of other lean enthusiasts and they created Gemba Academy. And over the years, we have expanded our library. We have different platforms to offer our different organizations to help with their learning and continuous improvement initiatives. How we've partnered with CME is to offer our certifications. So yes, we do have our online platforms for learning that companies use, but we do offer certifications, our Lean Six Sigma certifications. So that's kind of what I wanted to highlight, just kind of a little high-level overview of the certifications that we offer through CME, discounts for your members. We do offer a yellow belt. This is a beginning course, and it's really just working towards learning what continuous improvement is. These are some of the topics that are covered in our yellow belt certification. Yellow belts are not a discounted product, although they're not coached products. All of our certifications, with the exception of yellow belt, are coached products. And we'll talk a little bit about that coaching a little bit further on, but these are the fundamental tools. So really getting the fundamentals of Lean Six Sigma. This is just a kind of a timeline and what's expected in the yellow belt certification. So there is coursework. One of the main focuses of our certification products is the practical application piece of the certification. The videos and the training is good, but what we really focus on is that practical application piece. We want to make sure that those candidates understand the topic before moving on and taking the exam to become certified. Our coaches do review what is done throughout the course of the certification. So as they go through the training, they put it into practice, and then they send some information into the coach that reviews it before the certification is issued. But all of our certifications are self-paced and can be done on the learner's schedule and around their to be flexible for them. Our yellow belt can feed into our lean practitioner. So we can help organizations determine what certification would be best for their candidates. So you can start with the yellow belt and it can feed into the lean practitioner. You can start with the yellow belt and it will feed into our green belt. If a candidate starts specifically with green belt, they actually go through our yellow belt curriculum before they start in the green belt curriculum. But our lean practitioner is a great course. There's not a project that is done with the lean practitioner, but it does provide training to deploy lean across an organization. And it's put into practice right away. They start the training, they start to implement each of those concepts as they are going. The coaching is a one-on-one coaching, so you'd have access to a coach, a lean or Six Sigma, depending on what certification. Working with our coaches one-on-one. It's a 15-minute, you have access to the coach for 15 minutes a week, scheduling a call again at their flexibility, at their schedule, to work with the coach, to work through the content as they're applying it. Let's see, so a lean practitioner really is the go-to person in an organization. It's the subject matter expert. So they're going to learn the concept, they're going to apply the concept. There's 10 modules that they'll go through and 10 different applications that they will apply within their job scope. So they are making those improvements right off the bat as soon as they start the program. Total hours of instructions, about 45 total hours, and about 12 hours of personal coaching. It's a 12-month, the candidate has access to the content for 12 full months. Most people can complete it in 6 to 8, but they have access to the content for a full year and access to the coaches. So even after they get the certification, as they are then maybe moving on and teaching others within the organization or continuing to apply these concepts, if they have questions, they can always come back to the coach for that 12-month period. So into our green belt certification. So again, our yellow belt can feed right into our green belt. And this gets more into the statistical side. There is a project that is expected to be done in order to become certified. The coaches do help our candidates pick a project to work on. And I'll talk a little bit about the project a little further on as well. But the project is a very integral piece of that certification, as it does help them practically apply the tools that they're learning as they're going through the certification. So a green belt is the first line and first step to becoming a lean leader within an organization. And it teaches the candidates how to use the right tools and tactics for driving measurable improvements, and really helps them refine problem solving and analytical skills. Total time is about 47 hours. 20 of that is the yellow belt curriculum, and then the other 27 is the green belt curriculum. So to get certified, they've got to complete the coursework, pass the exam at 80% or higher, and then deliver that project. And again, this is a 12-month program, averaged about 4 to 8 months to complete the green belt certification, but they do have access to the coach and the content for that full 12 months. So the project selection. So the project has to be something that's going to solve a problem that they don't know the answer to. And then the data must be real data, and it has to be measurable. So again, the coaches can help them through that project piece and deciding what project they should concentrate on during their certification. There are also some training modules that are part of the green belt that will help the candidate decide a good project to do throughout the certification. So our green belt feeds into our black belt certification. And a black belt certification is going to prepare candidates to lead improvement projects using the DMAIC and statistical analysis, as well as develop the candidates to become leaders that can enhance productivity. So these are going to be more advanced statistical tools that will be taught or go more in depth on the statistical tools that we teach through the certification. If a candidate chooses to do black belt right off the bat, there's really only one project that's done throughout the green belt training, and so really black belt is just the more in-depth statistical tools. Then you do have access to the coach throughout a black belt certification as well. There's not a lot more, it's just more in-depth videos on the statistics. So again, it's pretty much the same setup as the green belt. Complete the coursework, the exam is 80% or better, and then deliver that project, that one project. So we do offer fast track. So in person, we offer a week-long web workshop where our coaches come to you, or you send your candidates to us, and it's hands-on, and it's the green belt curriculum, and they're working as a group through that green belt curriculum over the course of a week. So it just helps them get through that. Once they leave that workshop, they then work on their project and continue to work with the coach to finish up the green belt or the black belt certification. So that is an option if in-person face-to-face training is needed. And then we do offer a master black belt certification. So master black belts are experts in both Lean and Six Sigma and are qualified to teach both methodologies. We do have some prerequisites to become master black belt, certified master black belt. You do have to have a black belt from a Gemba Academy approved institution and at least 5 years working within and working with continuous improvement methodologies. And then our master black belt certification is run very much like a PhD program. It is very intense. It is a 12-month, and most likely going to need all 12 months to complete the full black belt, master black belt. But part of the curriculum is learning how to be a coach. So our coaches will actually coach you as you're coaching others. So how to become an effective coach is a part of that instruction. The coaching calls. So again, the coaching calls are highly recommended. They're to use what's available to you. So the coaches really are there to help the learner succeed. Our main focus is developing people, and so our coaches are there to help the candidates really get through that content and be there for them to help encourage them throughout the process. But we also recommend having a champion or a sponsor. So those going through our certification, we typically ask each candidate who their champion is. The champion is then looped in on some of those coaching calls, as well as has access to see where the candidate is in the process. So just having another champion and someone else on your side to help you through the program is also really recommended. So we encourage that as well. So that's Gemba Academy, what we offer CME members. And